Hey everybody, this is a podcast for we, podcasts for us, as well as a podcast for we, the people. I'm your host, K-Dog, with the co-host, Eb-Dog.
What's up?
We're
Hey
gonna-
man, sorry. I know it's been a while, but I really miss making these co-videos with you.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get time. Life is real, especially, when for you, it's really hard because you just start the year, so it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It ain't easy. And you also got your girl. You got a lot.
Life is happening, man.
Yeah, you got real shit going on,
And I got sick. I was sick for 2 weeks. So.
You got the vid.
Yeah, the co-video thing that didn't allow us to do our video co.
So if you notice, we're speaking in code because the YouTube gods do not like it when we say certain words. So, which is weird.
Yeah,
you know what?
Those vax holes.
It's pretty good. So, you know what's funny? One of our pods, we were reviewing The Matrix, and some ghetto motherfucker was he was commenting on all throughout. At first, I thought it was a bot, but he just kept saying shit in relation to what was going on. So SoundCloud's got a thing where you could comment at certain times. And so this motherfucker, for whatever reason, was all about us. He must have been high or something.
Check it out.
Yeah, he was just saying shit nonstop. And I was like, and it's cool that SoundCloud's pretty cool. It does a thing where it timestamps when the person made the comment. So you can kind of see what they're talking about, but it went in relation to what we were talking. So it was less a bot than I thought. That right.
He wasn't trying to get you to work for home for $5,000 a week.
Yeah, that's really what I was thinking. But it was he was really commenting. It was kind of some gibberish. I think he's foreign or something, or retarded or something. I don't know. So let's do what we came to do. Oh, speaking of which, are you curious? I haven't done it yet. There's numbers I want to do, but are you curious on what we thought was the best movie of last year?
What did we wait, let me see.
There's the best thing that we watched. It's a lot.
It had to have been either Dune. What was something else from last year?
It's a lot.
What comes to mind right now is Dune.
You didn't give out that many 9s all around.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. Hard critics are rocking. So let me see here. The highest one you gave was Invincible at 8.8. Came pretty fucking close.
Oh yeah, Invincible was awesome.
Of all the shit, we're talking What If, Loki.
Yeah, no,
Matrix,
I keep going
Dune.
back to that. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Matrix 2.
No, the Matrix. Yeah, that's in there. Matrix.
You said Matrix
Dune,
2.
Judgment Day. Let's see here. But then again, we haven't rated Spiderman. I should have fucking said that afterwards, because now it might skew your rating.
Now I'm gonna rate it just 10s all across the board now. Just to make sure
that would work.
That.
Well, as of last year, my highest was Dune. That's crazy.
Invincible is pretty good. But let's do it. Let's break it down. Let's see what's up.
Yeah, not Dune, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
we did Dune.
Said that. We did Dune.
Yeah, we did Dune. Dune has been done.
That's how we have that status. I can't watch it. I can't wait to watch it again.
I'm upset because the Dune 4K is not the IMAX ratio 4K, the Blu-ray that they're releasing. So it only came out in that ratio on HBO Max, and the disc is not going to have it. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know why?
Because they're going to re-release it? I hope.
I mean, that's why they would do it. So you just wait.
That's what I'm waiting for. Like when Avatar came out, it was the regular one came out first, and then the 3D edition came out afterwards, and it was pretty bare bones.
But then Lord of the Rings just now came out with this 4K,
Yeah, and they did a special 4K edition, but it was just a rebox of the old 4K that they put out in 2020, and I ended up buying the 2021. I enjoyed it, but it doesn't look like a film anymore. It looks like it's shot digitally and not in a good way.
No, because they didn't have a lot of what is it, puppetry. If they had more puppetry, like the volume gets it down. When you're talking Mandalorian, the way they got the puppets and the was it Henson, all that stuff.
I'm so psyched.
It holds
the
the
last
time.
episode today.
Oh, I didn't get to see it today.
Oh yeah, no, it holds up, but yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet either.
Yeah, but
tonight.
the test of time though, it's like it's so good. And they should always do that. I don't know, real things are better. And then when you could tell the acting gets even better when they're like really reacting to a physical thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, the problem that I had was that it felt like there was a lot of digital noise reduction. That's like when they put that little slider over to like clean up the image. I know it's not that, it's more sophisticated than that, obviously, right? But it felt like they did a lot of that for the original trilogy, the Lord of the Rings, not so much for the Hobbit trilogy, which actually looked way better.
You know,
than
when they upgrade shit, they just can't help but reducing the noise. And I get it, like because you could do it, why not? But believe it or not, it is good to just leave it the way it is.
Yes.
That's why I have a natural mode. I have a movie mode and I have natural. Because sometimes it just looks better.
You don't want all that other stuff. Predator was victim of a lot of that. There was like 4 Blu-ray releases, and every time they kept fucking with it, and everybody was like, don't fuck with it. Just give us, a nice version of the original, what we got.
You know what's a good Blu-ray? Not Blu-ray. Yeah, I guess Blu-ray or 4K is Rocky Balboa. The older stuff comes out pretty good. The Rocky Balboa and the what was it? 300.
I think just about anything shot by Spielberg. In my case, I think anything shot by Spielberg looks really good in a 4K because he shoots everything in film.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, dude, you can't beat that. Film always wins because, like, you look at Star Trek, all the film. Oh my god, it's so good. Like, it's unreal. Yeah. You're talking about something in the 90s. You know what I mean? And when you see it, it looks really good because it's real. Yeah. Like, those are actual models. So it looks really good. Like, not this new shit with the. I'm telling you, man, they should go back. It's stupid.
Well, that's why I think the last really good looking Star Trek movie, except for the Abrams ones, was First Contact, because they were using really models for the ships. And
I watched it. It's really good. Yeah, dude. Yes, because it was
Now I got my new Lola, my new ride, fucking Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter.
Oh yeah, the slave
Love
one.
With that shit. No, not the slave one. Oh god, the Naboo starfighter that he gets.
Oh! I keep doing that.
Yeah, you keep doing that.
You know what? Okay, so what are your thoughts on? Oh, dude, we just can't get to Spider-Man, can we? But I gotta talk about this. Do you think he's gonna? That would be so fucking tight if he's gonna get a ship too, and then he like, I need to get some shit done. He comes out, fucking kills things because it was kind of cool that he had his own home.
Who are you talking about, Boba Fett or Mando?
Mando.
That he comes out fucking people up with his new ship?
So, like, hear me out. So he
Did
gets
you watch
like
last week's episode?
Yeah, no. Let me finish. He gets an actual ship so he can live in it.
Oh.
And then because okay, if you watch Cowboy Bebop, they have that. He has they have a ship, and then like when Spike needs to get some business done, he pops out. And he just fucks everyone up. And now that would be awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully, he meets up with Bo-Katan, and because she still has that ship that they stole from season 2.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, that'd be tight. But that's so big. It's such a big ship. You know what I mean?
You need a ship.
No, I know that, but it's kind of cool. The ship that he had before what do they call it? The Razor?
The Razor Crest.
Yeah,
the Razor Crest was cool, but
because it was like homey,
This new, it was like an RV,
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. Like he got that it was pretty big if you think about it, because it had a bottom story too.
Mm-hmm.
It had 2 stories. It was 2 stories.
It was like the slave one, it was like the slave one.
Yeah.
But goddamn, dude, this fucking hot rod, it looks so sick, dude.
I know. I don't know, because I don't know, projector. I want to live through him in the sense, like, I like the idea of that fucking shit, like a car, but I also want him to have a home, like, because that's what I liked about it.
I've always been about, being small, maneuverable, and quick.
Of course.
and getting somewhere, and then opening up and just kind of being out in space,
I mean, like,
not.
he has a ship, a home. You know what I mean?
I've never been about. People will be like, "Don't you want an RV across?" No, I'd rather have my car and pop a little tent somewhere if I wanted to, or just find a little cabin or some shit. I've never wanted like van life or RV.
Well, how's it gonna have people like ride with people?
I just well, that's why it's a car. One person, and then I got the 2+2, so there's two little.
There's a lot when you talk about thematically. There's a lot of things that could happen in a on route. A lot of conversations, a lot of character building. It's kind of hard to character build in a fucking fast thing.
Yeah, the Razor Crest gave you a set. Story wise, I get what you're saying. It does give you another place, like the Millennium Falcon was a set and a character.
Exactly, and it was super fast.
Yeah,
and I'm not disputing it. The ship is beautiful. Like, it's so awesome. I mean, it's. I'm like, how can you make it better?
That's just, I don't even mind that it sounds like it's revving. You know, like it sounds like it has a transmission. I don't mind. It just it even has the fucking it looks like an air cleaner on the hood. Like if it had if it was working off a carburetor, I don't give a fuck. It looks cool. It sounds cool.
When he was flying with the two rebel ships, and then he just bolted. Like, he went to warp, and like, that wasn't warp. I was like, well, that was so awesome. Yeah, that was like he was sublight.
No, he was using sublight engines.
Fucking tight. And like, you could already see him in an episode where he has to race, like sublight race, because that did happen in Star Wars, Clone Wars Rebels.
Last week he runs through part of the course that Anakin ran through.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah,
that was really cool. I was like, oh damn! And then
I was like, what a callback.
There's a little womp rat right there. I was like, fuck, dude, this dude.
Yeah,
they know
David
what
Fillion,
the fuck they're making. Yeah,
Filoni.
They know what they're doing, man. They know what.
Yeah, dude. I was telling my wife that. I was like, this Jon Favreau and Filoni, man. I hope they have all of Star Wars, dude, because he gets it, dude. Like, they really get Star Wars from the heart. Like, they understand the spirit of it and everything.
And they're able to do things in a way and be woke, but not in your face way, because Luke defers to Ahsoka Tano,
because she's his elder.
And it's not in your face, like, hey, I'm your elder and I'm a female. How about that? It's not like that. She's just there. She knows her place. He knows his place. And he defers to her. And she even makes a comment like, you're just like your dad. And that could come across to some as like, condescending, but it's not, because now she's the link that he has with a dad that he never really got to know.
The good one, the good dad. She was with the best part of everything. Yes. You know what I mean? And like, it's good that Filoni's in it, because Clone Wars is, I think, canon. And when they brought in Boba Fett and all that, and they brought in something else that was canon, I guess Ahsoka, but the fact that they had Ahsoka and there was somebody else. There's somebody else they brought back. I can't remember. The guy with the hat.
Dude, when I saw him, I was like, is that the fucking mercenary from Clone Wars?
Yeah,
I was like,
because he was in Clone Wars and Rebels.
And when he came up, I was like, this is scary. I don't know if this other dude's gonna make it. I don't know if the Marshal's gonna make it. I'm like,
I was like, I really fear for the Marshal, because this guy is alpha. He's always on top, always. Yeah. But like, let me throw this out. For him to be there, they're bringing in Clone Wars. So if Ahsoka has her own show, hear me out. That means that Ventress will be in the show. She has 2 lightsabers. She's dark. She's a bounty hunter too. In fact, Boba Fett knows her because he was in charge of the gang when she was still learning how to become a bounty hunter.
Well, he was a kid.
Yeah, and he was a kid. And so they know each other. So, I mean, God, dude, I couldn't believe they linked so many things in Boba Fett. You got Boba Fett, you have Fennec, you have fucking Luke, and Luke
looked awesome, dude.
What did they do? They de-age him, or did they
it's so there's a lot that they did in the season 2 Mandalorian. The voice it's a virtual voice sampled from Mark Hamill. So it's like, what would Siri
Oh,
on your phone sound
they
like
took
if
all
she
his
sounded?
they took all his words and turned it in. Oh shit, deep fake. I
So that's
know
why,
of this.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
why they deepfake not just his face, but his voice also.
They
And he
deep
just
fake or
looked
did
way
they
better.
DH?
Deepfake, deepfake, because Mark Hamill on at least in season two, we got to watch the making of for this one, right? But at least in season two, he was on set, but they didn't do a DH because he's just too old. They didn't have the posture
And he's
anymore.
bigger. He's bigger too.
But they still had the reference and all that. And then
Yeah.
he doesn't talk like, a 30-year-old Luke. So that
Yeah.
was where they had to do the sound sampling and the DA the I'm sorry, the deep faking of his voice.
Yeah.
But it is a deep fake. It's a deep fake.
So here's the thing: in Star Wars, that's canon. You got to make your own lightsaber. How come he just gives him a lightsaber though?
That's not, but that's old canon. That's not new canon. Because
No, it is. It's
his first lightsaber was given to him too.
You're right, because he wasn't a Jedi. Well, no, he made his sword. I mean,
He made his green one.
Yeah.
He made his green one. And that was when Darth Vader says, you made your own lightsaber. Your training is complete. And
Yeah,
so
literally,
it could be that he gives Grogu his first lightsaber so that he could train and learn, but he's still not a Jedi Knight, or at that level.
It's fucking tight that Filoni, because this wasn't a thing in Star Wars itself, but it's fucking tight that Clone Wars comes out, right? And he made it so that to be a Jedi, the final thing would be to make your own lightsaber. I mean, fuck.
Well,
because that wasn't a thing, and then it was.
There's something I'm kind of hoping for, is that in the future, there's the conflict in Luke is, should he go old school training or create his own school, like his own Jeet Kune Do of Jedi school, where because he tells Grogu, if you choose, the male, the chain mail, then that's giving into attachment, and you're not going to be able to complete your training because Jedis aren't supposed to have attachment. But the whole crux of the original trilogy is Luke's attachment to his father and the belief that through that attachment he can save him. And that was why the old school Yoda and Obi-Wan wanted him to kill and fight and kill him, so that he could eliminate that attachment, because they're from the old school of Jedi training. The new school of Jedi training could be attachment can be a good thing, but you have to manage it. Hope is a good thing.
Yeah.
So can Grogu eventually choose both? If Luke, is Luke gonna go hard line? He wasn't trained hard line. He really wasn't.
Well, fuck, dude. I hope
it's because it's hypocritical. To me, I was like, that's hypocritical for Luke to say you have to let go of the Mandalorian to complete your training, because he
didn't do that with
he didn't do that for his dad. You know,
he told the line though. Like I would say that because he lost his father, now he has no attachment, so that makes him the alpha Jedi because he has no attachments. But I hope that people like this shit so much that they kind of get rid of those 3 movies and just kind of move forward from here, because it is so rich.
I feel like this is almost like a feeler to see if people would go into that, or if they can grow a way for those 3 movies to have been like an alternate thing.
I wish I could talk to really, like, there's a lot of actors, actresses out there, but like he's the only human being on the earth of the super, like of the popular people, I guess. I don't know. I want to talk to him. I want to pick his brain, because like, I mean, like you could do so much with the Force and Jedi in the way they think, they don't have any attachments. They're kind of just flowing, right? Meanwhile, you got your Sith. They have attachments. They don't have like a flow like the Force. They have to force it, and like, they could do so many little things with that,
Yeah, the old conflict between the dark side and the light side for me growing up was, and it was a great story, like an allegory, was you can have things fast and easy, but there's a cost. Like driving in the fast lane, there's a risk. Or you could take the long and difficult path, but it's the good path, and it's the way that is less destructive for yourself and for those around you. The light side being, the difficult but very pious path, and then the dark side, you get power fast, but you got to do bad things to get it.
That's true.
That kind of went away because with fucking and I know there's already been videos and shit about it. Rey going light side becomes way more powerful, way faster than Kylo Ren, who'd been doing dark side shit since he was a teen. There shouldn't have been a power balance. All of a sudden, good and light just meant that there had to be equal good and equal light, which is
they really fucked it up because they really didn't know what they were doing with the philosophy of Star Wars. They had some of the brush strokes, but they didn't have the deeper philosophies, and that's why when you get rid of the skeleton, you're just a saggy flesh thing. And that's what these 3 movies were. It was just like you didn't have the spirit, you're there, but you're not. It's like a melting person. And well,
for people growing up, it's the and they use this word like the seduction of the dark side,
Okay. Yeah.
To be seduced into it, into doing bad things, but it's because it gets you stuff fast,
not just that. No,
or cheating on a test.
See, with the Jedi, all right, so you got your light side, right? And most of this is just accept it. It is what it is and move forward.
Yeah.
The Sith, they're not moving forward. They're looking back. They're like, hey, I need this. Revenge. I want this. My mom can't die. Right. Yeah. So it's so good in Clone Wars because Obi-Wan loses a lot of people close to him in that show, and he really just keeps carrying on. Meanwhile, and that was a good duality. Anakin can't fucking lose. He does a lot of shit to keep the things he wants. In fact, that's what he does in 3. And I thought that, I don't know, they could have done more with that. And I don't mind Star Wars 8 being like, we got to end the Jedi, because I thought that was a cool idea for a Sith to say that. Luke became Sith, because it makes sense, right? You follow the Jedi way and then you just lose your family, and what's the point, so you can just be some blue dude. Meanwhile, the Sith, they're actually fighting for something, right? Even if it's revenge. But they could have had a dialogue or something like that. But whatever. We got to get to the Spider-Man.
I don't think we're gonna be able to, man. I think my time might be on almost.
Ah, man.
Let's see. Can you pause it real quick?
Let me pause that shit real quick. All right, we got a logistical time going on here, so we're gonna figure this out. So, Spider-Man No Way Home.
I fucking loved it.
Of course you did.
I loved it, and you're wrong for telling me that I didn't love it. No, I don't know. I figured.
Oh man, that threw me off. I was like,
What did you think?
Well, of course I loved it, but I was thinking there was a bunch of things you said. Oh, wait, geez, because we watched was it Matrix? And then you were like, oh, there's all that. Wait till you watch this movie. And I'm like, but fucking why? It was good.
Oh, you hadn't watched Spider-Man yet, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. You hadn't watched it.
What was the big deal with Spider-Man that would I'm not saying that it's Matrix was better. I'm just wondering what were you getting at? Okay, so I watched it. I'm gonna watch it again as soon as I could. After the end of it, I couldn't wait to watch it again.
Spider-Man,
that's how good it was.
Yeah. Ditto. What I liked, and it's because there was a lot of things I didn't want to talk about because it starts to give stuff away, was how much it makes Spider-Man 2 better. And it's because I watched Spider-Man 3, and then to kind of primer my girlfriend, we watched Spider-Man 3, the old school one, and Amazing 2, right?
Oh, that's good that you did that, because that gave that one moment. It gave it so much validity. I knew it was coming too as it was happening.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, he's gonna save her. Oh god,
yeah. As soon as she fell, freaking out, I knew exactly who was.
And when he's there, and Andrew Garfield's so fucking good, and he's really looking at her and he's crying, and she's like, "Are you okay?" He's just like, "Yeah." He got the closure that he didn't get after what happened in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Well, he learned from his mistake. His mistake was trying to pull her, and he fucking snaps her neck inadvertently. But he learned, and he dove into her, grabbing her. You know what I mean?
No.
I thought he used the web.
There was No, he didn't. It's not that
Because
he
you
learned
heard
anything.
the neck snap.
No, her head hits the floor. You're thinking of the comic book version. In the comic book, her neck snaps. In the
I
movie,
could have sworn I
he
heard
catches. In the movie, he catches her just out of reach to get her before the recoil hits her on the floor. There was nothing he could have done. There was nothing he could have done, really,
it.
except be faster.
You know what?
But
I'm gonna watch that.
watch it again, just that last part. But
yeah, you're right. I will.
It does make it easier to watch. So you watch Spider-Man 2 and you're just and then it's still rough, right? But
it is a terrible movie.
It makes it a little bit better. Go back and watch it again now with all this
the
other
first
stuff,
movie,
and it's not as bad.
The first that was a really good movie. I mean, it was good for what it was.
It was good. It was pretty good.
That second one was garbage. It had way too much going on.
It was too much going on. But you watch it, same criticisms, too much going on. But it does it. You do once you know what's that he gets his closure. Because the other problem was we watched it and we knew this was the end of this fucking Spider-Man franchise. He's not gonna get any closure. And they tried teasing it and it felt forced. People were like, oh, they're gonna do Sinister Six. And I was like, no, they're not. Because the movie wasn't good enough.
Dude, they kind of did if you think about it.
They ended up doing it, yeah. They ended up doing it.
Like, I mean, in the best way. You know what? Okay, so let me throw this out. All right. This movie, I couldn't believe what was happening when it was happening.
Yeah.
Like, I expected Tobey Maguire. Was it Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
He was going to be in and out. Not a big
deal. Me too.
Eddie Garfield. I didn't think it'd be that much. I didn't think the Green Goblin would play such a massive part.
Neither did I.
Yep. They went for fucking broke, dude. They went all the fucking way. And it was fucking wonderful. It was wonderful.
It was like the end game of Spider-Man movies.
It was beyond Endgame with Spider-Man movie. Like, I mean, Endgame was really good. I really like it, and I watched it a lot.
No, I'm talking about what it did. Like it
I
goes
know,
nostalgia and
what it did though, it had so many like things in it, more so than Endgame. You know what I mean? It was deeper. It was way fucking deeper than Endgame.
I think for Endgame a specific character,
Oh yeah. Well, specific three characters.
Three characters.
No, because like
there wasn't a whole lot of progression for Tobey's Spider-Man, but for Andrew Garfield and definitely for
but here's the thing though, Tobey isn't needing progression. He's already at the pinnacle. So I like that. He knows shit.
And he was like a mentor, really.
Exactly. And then you got your Amazing Spider-Man, and he was more of he got closure, but he was still in it. Like, I think he was like so if you had like past, present, future, I would say Tobey, like, he's like at the future, and then like Amazing, he's still doing shit, and then you got the new guy.
Well, I like that they talked about Amazing, that he kind of let go of being Peter Parker and had gone all in on Spider-Man. So he was Spider-Man. He says, I'm not pulling my punches. And then, hey, so how's your, I think Tobey Maguire asked him, so, do you have an MJ? He's like, no, I don't really have time for Peter Parker stuff. He's kind of given up on being Peter Parker and has fully gone Spider-Man. He's like,
that's okay. That's cool that you picked up on that, but I don't think
it's like I'm with you. He hasn't found the balance yet. He's in the middle.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's still trying to figure it out. Tobey Maguire's figured it out. Him and MJ, they worked out being Spider-Man and being Peter Parker. And Andrew Garfield's in some conflict in the middle, like, you know what, fuck it, and he's gone back, but now he's able to come back after saving, MJ. He's able to
dude, because I'm thinking you could have an Amazing Spider-Man 3. No, because like I'm 100% behind you on this, because that actor's really good. He's just too good for them. Like, of all the three, he's the top. He is top tier. And I think if you utilize him, you can make a badass 3. Now, let me throw this out. You were supremely right though, because he went all in, and it makes sense, right? With his character arc, he went to save his girl, couldn't save her,
gave up everything. So he's like,
and then now he's gonna go all Spider-Man. Exactly. I think that was cool.
Yeah, that was great. Damn, Goblin, dude, that guy was fucking great.
Wow, dude, I couldn't. But like, William Dafoe is already scary. Good. Yeah, dude, the way he looked, the outfit he had, man.
I like that he came back in the original one and then put it down. But the way he came back, and you get William Dafoe now being fucking crazy, that's all you need, you know.
And his outfit was tight, and he was big.
Yeah.
William Dafoe really isn't that big. He is not that big at all. But he's old. Like, he's an old man.
Yeah, he's old.
But for him to come back the way he did, hey, my hat,
Yeah.
just that alone, that makes you a 10, man, dude, because he's really good. And he looked big, and he looked like the main bad guy, and that was cool. He was, if you think about it.
He ended up being the main bad guy. I was surprised that they killed Aunt May.
I know, right? Did you see?
like,
I didn't see that coming.
I
How do you feel about that? Was it needed?
I'm okay with it. I was okay with it. They're putting Tom Holland Spider-Man through all kinds of shit, though.
Yeah.
I don't know that it was needed, but it was unexpected, which is a good way to subvert expectations and actually create stakes, you know, because it made
of the comic that this is based off of, right?
No. Well, I think Aunt May dies like 3 or 4 fucking times in the books, though.
That's so true. I get kind of confused too. I know that
I have a Death of Aunt May book, and it's her tombstone, and it's all gray.
Yeah.
But then she died like 3 more times after that.
She does die a lot. You know, I mean, I don't know. It would have been cool. Check it out. So nobody knows him, and I thought that was a pretty cool sacrifice. I thought that was in the comics. I thought it was stupid. Like nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm not too hung up on the details of, well, what about pictures of them that they just like disappear?
Yeah, no, I think that's a wonderful.
I get it's a comic book movie. It just
but
the fact that he has to lose all attachments and start from scratch to save everybody, I thought that was pretty good.
It would have been cool if Aunt May came back, though, and she doesn't know who he is, you know. I mean, because that's what the comic was. Like, no, to bring Aunt May back, that's what he had to do. No one knows who he is, and I thought
the problem right now with the MCU is the criticism that death isn't as important anymore. There's so they do have to put some people on the ground and keep them there.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right. You know what though? It was cool that they killed her off. I mean, it really added a lot. So if she came back, that would be some, it
would cheapen it. You go watch it again, you're not going to have that same feeling because
alternate reality. Because I think the next one they're going to do Spider-Verse again. I think Madam Web is in the works.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing her again as an alternative Aunt May.
Yeah,
but he sees her, he's just like, oh, damn, and then takes off, you know.
They can have a moment though, in the sense
that's what I mean, the moment.
Yeah, when Garfield goes, or with the Amazing Spider-Man, when he comes in and he saves MJ, that was a great moment. That was organic.
For me, when Thor goes back and talks to his mom, and
that was good too.
I was just like, damn. And that's not cheating death. It was him going back in time and getting to have a moment with
that's what I mean though, when I say alternate reality. He has that moment, because like I said, Amazing Spider-Man saves MJ, and that's a great moment. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude. And you know what's cool? Everyone had their theme song.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and I was like, nice.
In the credits, you see all the other composers are credited in there for composing the song, but maybe not performing it, right?
Yeah. I mean, dude, and then you know what's cool? Jamie Foxx. They when
Electro first comes back, it was scary. It was like haunting, you know.
Yeah.
I was just tripping out. And then I'm like, is it gonna be Jamie Foxx? Or are they just gonna? I thought they were gonna go cheap and say we don't need to bring back Jamie Foxx
because they have everybody
looking like Electro.
Yeah.
I thought just keep him looking like Electro. You don't have to hire Jamie. Then he turns into Jamie Foxx. I was like, get the fuck out. Sandman was actually Sandman.
I know they brought him back too.
Christian,
you know
whatever.
what? They didn't even have to, but they
didn't have to.
No, but Jamie Foxx is top tier out of all of them, dude. He's pretty fucking up there. So it was cool that Jamie Foxx, and not just that, they rewrote his character in a way, because he was dumb in Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
but here I felt like he was Jamie Foxx, being Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, and everyone was like, well, how do you go from being all dweeby to being cool? Well, the dude is able to process information a lot faster and learn faster. And so I think he picked his personality, really, you know?
Yeah. You know what? I don't even get caught up in the minutia of that.
No, I don't. It was well
done.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. For me, it was more the feeling of the thing than the details of it. I don't need too much logic thrown in there.
No, yeah, you know what's cool is when you could write a story where and make a movie in which like I don't know how to explain, there's plot holes, you just don't care.
It's suspension of disbelief. You're
Yeah.
you're in the fantasy and you're with the
100%
characters.
engaged.
Yeah, you're there was a scene where all three of them, when they were all three swinging, and then they all like they're coming towards us. I was just like, this is fucking cool. You know, I like yelled it out loud, and everyone's fucking cheering and going nuts at both screenings.
Yeah.
And so and I watched it on the Thursday night with the dudes, and then on Saturday with my girl.
Lucky, man, you get to watch it twice. I would watch it over and over and over. It's such a good movie. Not just that, okay, so there was like cool moments where they're talking to each other, and I was like, this is, I can't.
You're amazing. Say it. Say you're amazing. You're amazing. I'm amazing. he's like telling Andrew Garfield, you're a good Spider-Man. You're a good Spider-Man. Don't fucking let the haters hate. You were a good Spider-Man. It's just,
and people were and like, that's, that was a message,
it was a bit meta. It was a bit breaking the fourth wall. Yeah,
it was good. And then like, okay.
Tobey Maguire with his my back. And that's straight back to when he gets his powers back. He's like, I'm back, and then he lands on the fucking car. My back. I was laughing pretty hard.
It was cool when they are shooting the shit. And like when that happened, it was like an event. You remember when the Avengers came together? Yeah. And you're like, what? This is
Captain America talking shit with Iron Man.
It was just so surreal. Like, imagine surreal, 30 years ago. And they told you that was going to happen. You know, who cares? But then when it happened, you're like, now that is how you make a good movie.
Yeah, dude, I was sitting next to Wedo and I said, Wedo, we're watching an Avengers movie. The Avengers. He goes, I know, dude, it's pretty cool.
It's like
surreal. That's how, you nailed it right there with that one word.
That's so good. Like when it's something you didn't know you wanted, and you have it, and you're like, what? Yeah. Dude, like, that's the best, dude.
When Andrew Garfield comes through the portal.
I know. I didn't see it coming.
He's like, phew. Well, I was like, is it him? Because I'd seen the pictures and the rumors and stuff, and I was like, they could have photoshopped it maybe to get it going. He had been saying to everybody, he even said that he had said it to Emma Stone, his ex-girlfriend, that he had no idea, what was going on with the movie, and that he wasn't asked to do anything.
Damn,
like 2 weeks before the fucking thing hit,
I know.
And so she was like butt hurt, but not in a bad way, between friends. But yeah, dude, surreal, man. I think
no, it was so
the
cool.
Perfect fucking word,
dude. It was so cool in which like I tried hard not to see anything regarding this movie, and I was disappointed that I knew that the characters are coming back, but I was in my head, I assumed that it would be real quick. Like I didn't think Doc Ock would do as much as he did, and it was awesome that like he I don't know. I mean that
Willem Dafoe asked. He said, "I'll come back, but I don't want it to be like a cameo. It needs to be a character. It needs to be him moving forward."
Yeah, it made the movie. It made the movie. Like, I didn't think that would be the movie. I thought the movie was alternate reality, shit's trying to bring it back. I didn't know it would really be about Spider-Man and these fucking Sinister Six. I was just shocked. And like, as it's happening, I'm like, this is happening. Like, and then it ends and you're like, wow, like all of that happened. And
Doctor Strange was there. And he fought Spider-Man.
I
go back and
totally
think of
forgot
the whole
about
fucking
that
movie. It's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Like
everything that fucking happened in that movie.
I couldn't believe the Spider-Man thing was happening, but also, holy fuck, that was cool. Spider-Man versus Doctor Strange, and he beat him.
Yep.
I didn't think that would be possible. Yeah, it just goes to show you, Doctor Strange, what the fuck? Because like, he put him in that world that
to be fair, Strange wasn't trying to do anything to hurt him or anything.
I agree. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if it was a full on fight, what would happen.
You're right. No, you're right.
Spider-Man comes out of that.
It was also cool.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
What was also cool is like he hits him, and then like his body automatically Like that's fucking cool. Yeah, we should rate it. You know what? I can keep going. To be continued. We'll talk more about it later.
Yeah,
so we got visuals. What are you thinking?
9.
9.
The
So
only one that
okay.
ever threw me off was the sand guy.
All right, let me throw this at you. So 10 is perfect, right? Oh, you said something threw you off that.
Yeah, the sand effects.
Really? I thought they were good. I mean, like you didn't throw.
No,
you know?
10. Fuck it, 10.
Yeah,
because there's some
no,
scenes where they're swinging around and stuff, and it looks so good.
Yeah, there was never a point where I was like, "Oh, this looks like
you know
garbage."
what? And there was
like,
eye candy with the whole fight with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
If we're creating visuals based on like art visual, like how it looked and
oh
the
yeah,
expressiveness
design.
of it, then yeah, dude, fucking seeing the 3 Spider-Man in slow-mo doing their thing, swinging.
I can't see why
10,
it'd be anything lower than 10. Like
Nah,
what would make it 9.5? You know, nothing.
No,
it was
10.
that good.
Yeah,
all right, story.
I'm gonna give it a 9 only because there are plot holes and shit, but I'm gonna make it up for it in engagement.
You know, I'll tell you this: the story to the thing that they did with this movie. Yeah, there's plot holes, and I guess you know, but the thing they did in this movie was so well crafted that they took the. This is okay. Avengers writes itself. This was intricate. It was literally a spider web of plots.
Yeah,
and narrative.
To me, the difficulty level was like Infinity War. You know,
to
have all the different things going on and make it make sense.
Yeah. It was so good. It was. I gave it a 9.5. The only reason I can't give it a 10 is literally because you said there's plot holes, and I acknowledge that, so it can't be perfect. But 9.5,
you have to have a lot of the fans had to explain why certain holes could be closed and this and that, and you shouldn't need that.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't like, but it didn't hamper my like for the movie. It just you can't give it a perfect score on story. So
you needed a nice big suspension of disbelief to be fully.
Oh yeah, definitely. You just had to go with it sometimes.
Yeah,
but hey, you know it was 9.5 all the way.
You mean Back to the Future was a bunch of bullshit? Yes, time travel is bullshit.
There you go.
Telling you right there, just fucking enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Hey, whoa, did they ever have a moment in which it was like, they, you know how like he has 1 million possibilities, you know, like Doctor Strange, and then like that kind of covered your bases. I remember something in this movie where it was just explained away, and it was like an easy. Wasn't there something like that?
That it was only the people that knew who Spider-Man was Peter Parker. That's why not everybody came back or something like that. I don't know.
There was something as I was watching it, I was just like, that's pretty good. I mean, like it's you just did that so you could do the thing. But I can't. I have to watch it again. I'll remember. All right, let me put like a note on that. So what do you engagement? What do you give it?
10, dude.
I gave it a 10.
Beginning to the end, dude. Beginning to the end. I didn't want it to stop.
Oh yeah, dude. And when it ends, I didn't feel like, oh, I was cheated. I feel like, dude, you even ended it good. You know what I mean? Like it just ends good. Yeah. Engagement, I gave it a 10. There's no way you cannot give it less than 10. You know, I was engaged, you know?
Yeah, the whole fucking time, dude. Yelling, cheering and shit.
Score. The music was good. It wasn't in my way. They had moments, you know, like they had themes. I'm a big theme guy. You give someone a theme in the right moment, you got it, you know, and it was really good.
Yeah, 8.5 for me.
8.5,
just because eight to me is like it services it. It's good. It's enjoyable, but I'm still not digging the Spider-Man theme.
I know they don't have a good theme. Not as good as Tobey Maguire's theme. His is pretty good.
Oh yeah,
his is really good. Amazing. I don't even know. You know, I give it an 8.
Good now.
Yeah. Rewatch.
I don't know if I should give it a 9 or a 10, dude. I mean, I wanted to watch it as soon as it ended. I want to watch it again. I was psyched about watching it the second time, just psyched as I was when I watched it the first time.
And I can't wait
And
to watch it again later on. I can't wait to watch it again if I wanted to trilogy it, or I can't wait to watch it again when I'm getting prepped for the next movie and I'm watching all the shit in order. I mean, there's a lot of time. I'll be watching this fucking movie 10 years from now. I already know. Just when I watched Spider-Man, I knew I was going to watch it again later. You know what I mean? Like, it's that good. It really is that good. It's
rewatch,
the third movie.
Rewatch on something like this versus something like Inception.
Okay, I'm throwing this at you. I've watched Inception quite a bit to the point where because now that I understand the gimmick of it, it doesn't have enough deeper storytelling for me. It just doesn't. I mean, yes, there's the cool reality. Doesn't matter as long as I'm happy.
Okay, I guess is there a movie that you could say you would rewatch more than this one?
Oh shit!
Because it's the only thing that's keeping me from giving it a 10, because I feel like rewatch is going to change with time. But I know that right now I'm at a 9. I know right now I'm at a 9.
I'm trying to think of a movie that I've seen a while back that I know I'll just continuously watch.
I go back to Interstellar every other month.
Interstellar. Yeah.
You know, I go back to that.
Is this at the level of you know what? You figured it out. Interstellar is my movie. That's the movie that I will always come back to. And I'm thinking about, because it had everything: music, acting, just story, you know. And you could always find new truth in it. Is it at that level? I already have to rewatch it again just to come up with that. That's a hard thing, isn't it?
I'm gonna put a 9 on it right now, but I think that's the one we double on, right?
Yeah.
So I think this should be a good score.
But of course.
I was so fucking amped to watch it again.
I'll give it a 9.5, and you're right, though. It's kind of hard to tell. Like, is this the movie of the Interstellar? Because Interstellar literally is a movie where I'm like, I want to watch it.
You just sit down and you get lost in it again in its slow scenes. You get to soak it up, you know, which Christopher Nolan does really good.
And the music was really good. I still listen to it.
I still drive to it, man. Fucking cornfield chase, and
no time for caution. No time for caution, dude. And the main theme, the main theme. Don't. I mean, oof, that's still good. So Spider-Man didn't have any of that.
Hans Zimmer live in Prague.
Is that 4K?
No, it's just a Blu-ray. But I bought it because I want all the sound quality that I don't get from the streaming version.
It's funny too because it's not on Netflix anymore.
No, it's not.
That's a good buy. I assumed it'd be there forever.
Yeah, me too.
And then when it was gone, I was like, oh, because I fucking love that shit.
Dude, dude, this one was so good. Yeah. So good.
But when it comes to rewatchability, dude, it's a hard 9.5. That's what I gave.
I think they're here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have the time to break the numbers down. All right.
Let's do the number breakdown when we do the next one.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. This is Podcastforwe. We got to get out. Shit. That's our review. Spider-Man. We fucking love the shit out of it.
Thanks, guys.